Welcome back to High Stakes, where we help you elevate your betting strategy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our daily content. Looking for exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join us on Patreon. Links are available in the comments section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. Oh joy! The Boston Celtics are taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves in what promises to be a thrilling basketball showdown. Sure, we've got a handful of NBA games Thursday night, but this one will certainly stand out. If by stand out you mean, it's a game, I guess. Let's break it down. Boston, 23-9 SU, 12-20 ATS, just crushed the Raptors by 54 points in their last game. Because why not? They went 54% from the field and drained 22 threes, proving once again they can beat a team that's probably still in shock from the loss. On the flip side, Minnesota, 17-15 SU, 13-19 ATS, had a New Year's Eve fiasco, losing to the Thunder after blowing a halftime lead. A classic move, really. But hey, they did manage to hit 15 threes, so at least they were hitting shots. Now, Boston has been doing its thing, dominating on offense, ranking 4th in the league for points per game, and then playing some defense that's good enough to make you nod in approval. Oh, and Jason Tatum? Just casually averaging 28.3 points per game and leading the Celtics in rebounds and assists like it's nothing. But hold your applause, because Minnesota's defense actually ranks 4th in the league. So it'll be interesting to see how Boston's offensive powerhouse handles that. As for the Timberwolves, they've had their fair share of struggles, but have found a bit of rhythm with 3 straight wins before the New Year's Eve hiccup. Anthony Edwards has been doing his best to carry the team, and Rudy Gobert is still, well, Rudy Gobert, getting rebounds and averaging a double-double like it's his job. But don't let that distract you from the fact that Minnesota is still struggling against the Celtics. They've lost 4 of their last 5 meetings. Prediction time: Minnesota plus 4.5. The Celtics have had a rough go of it against the spread this season, and their road woes have been well documented. Plus, the Timberwolves have kept it close in recent matchups, and their defense can give Boston a headache. And for the total, well, brace yourself for an under. With both teams ranking in the middle of the pack for pace, and neither squad really lighting it up offensively lately, I wouldn't expect a scoring bonanza. The under has hit in 3 of the last 5 meetings, so let's not expect fireworks here. Prediction: under 221 points. Based on the game preview, here are some ideal game prop picks for the Celtics versus Timberwolves matchup. Jason Tatum, over 28.5 points. Tatum has been on an absolute tear this season, averaging 28.3 points per game. His scoring ability is a major factor in Boston's offensive success. He is not only efficient but also plays a huge role in the team's scoring production, especially from the three-point line. Against Minnesota's 4th-ranked defense, Tatum will likely need to take over in the scoring department to ensure Boston comes out on top. The Timberwolves have had some struggles defending elite scorers, and given that Tatum has hit the 30-plus mark in several games this season, it's reasonable to expect him to go over 28.5 points in this one. Anthony Edwards, over 24.5 points. Anthony Edwards has emerged as the face of the Timberwolves offense. Despite Minnesota's recent struggles, Edwards continues to perform at a high level, averaging 24.8 points per game. His ability to score from the three-point line, 4 threes per game, and drive to the rim gives him a versatile offensive game. Against Boston, whose defense is ranked 8th in the league, Edwards will likely need to have a big game to keep the Timberwolves competitive. His tendency to take over scoring when Minnesota is in need of offense makes him a strong candidate to hit the over on 24.5 points, especially since he's been the primary scoring option. Rudy Gobert, over 10.5 rebounds. Rudy Gobert is known for his dominance in the paint, and his rebounding prowess has been central to Minnesota's success. Averaging 10.6 rebounds per game, Gobert is a double-double machine, and with Boston's bigs, like Al Horford and Robert Williams, taking shots and missing, Gobert will have plenty of opportunities to clean the glass. Boston's size inside could give Gobert a challenge, but with his physicality and positioning, he has a solid chance to hit over 10.5 rebounds. If this game turns into a battle for possessions, Gobert's ability to control the boards could be crucial. Celtics over 13.5 three-pointers made. Boston has one of the most potent offenses in the league, and a major reason for that is their success from beyond the arc. With an average of 18.5 made three-pointers per game, they lead the league in this category. Players like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Malcolm Brogdon can all hit the long ball, and in a matchup with Minnesota, they'll likely rely on their perimeter shooting to stretch the defense. The Timberwolves, though solid defensively, have struggled against teams that can shoot the three well, and Boston will look to exploit that weakness by firing away from deep. Expect them to hit at least 14 threes, if not more. Under 221 total points. Both teams have shown signs of struggle offensively at times, and with the Timberwolves ranking 4th in defensive points allowed per game, this could be a lower scoring affair. Boston's offense has been inconsistent in recent games, and Minnesota is typically a slower-paced team, averaging only 101.3 possessions per game. Additionally, the Celtics have often struggled to score when facing top-tier defenses like Minnesota's. In their last meeting, the game totaled just 212 points, and with both teams leaning on defense and controlling the tempo, the under on 221 points is a solid bet. Minnesota plus 4.5. Despite Boston's strong overall record, the Celtics have been disappointing against the spread this season, 12-20 ATS, and their struggles on the road, 6-8 ATS, have been well documented. Minnesota, on the other hand, has kept games competitive, especially against tough teams. With the Timberwolves' strong defense, they can make life difficult for Boston, and despite their recent slump, they've been competitive against the Celtics in past meetings. Minnesota has also covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 meetings with Boston, so taking them with a plus 4.5 line gives a good chance of success, particularly with the Celtics' tendency to underperform in similar matchups. Celtics minus 3.5 first half. While Boston may struggle on the road, they are known for coming out strong early in games, and in matchups like this, they often look to establish dominance in the first half. Despite their tendency to slow down in the second half, Boston has been able to get out to early leads, especially with a high-scoring first quarter. Given that they've been able to dictate tempo and get off to fast starts, the Celtics at minus 3.5 for the first half seems like a solid pick, even if they struggle later in the game. Total turnovers over 25.5. Both teams have been prone to turnovers this season, with Boston averaging 11.5 turnovers per game and Minnesota turning the ball over 15.1 times per game. With both teams playing at a moderate pace, mistakes will likely pile up, leading to more turnovers and extra possessions for both squads. As both teams have shown volatility when it comes to ball security, betting on over 25.5 turnovers makes sense in this game, as both offenses can get sloppy, especially under pressure from the defense. Jason Tatum over 8.5 rebounds. In addition to his scoring ability, Jason Tatum is also a strong rebounder, leading the Celtics in boards, 9.5 rebounds per game. The Timberwolves are a tough defensive team, but their interior defense isn't as dominant as it should be considering the rebounding prowess of Rudy Gobert. Tatum will likely have to step up on the glass to ensure Boston wins the battle of rebounds. And with Minnesota focusing on defense and limiting points, he could see plenty of opportunities to crash the boards. Hitting the over on 8.5 rebounds is very likely for Tatum in this matchup. And that's a wrap on today's video, folks. I'm sure you're absolutely on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting the next thrilling installment of this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because clearly you don't want to miss any of our daily videos. I mean, who could live without them? And while you're at it, smash that notification bell, so you can be the first to know when we drop more gems like this. Oh, and if you're looking for some premium picks, because let's be honest, who isn't? Join our Patreon. It's where the real magic happens. Premium picks, insider info, and possibly even some mildly entertaining banter. So hit that link, and we'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy the game, make those bets, and remember, you're welcome.